Hi everyone and welcome to Stamp with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and I'm based in Auckland, New Zealand. So thank you for joining me today. It's great you joining me today. So I hope today with my Facebook Live, I will get to show you some of the new product from the mini catalogue and inspire you and give you some ideas and maybe tips and things as well to help you with your stamping and card making. So feel free to comment or ask questions. Love to know where you're from, where you're joining me from today. And if I can't always answer or comment as we're going along, I will do so later as well. So if you might be watching this on Facebook or YouTube, if you are watching this on YouTube, then feel free to subscribe and you'll be kept updated and notified of other videos and things and lives. So welcome today. Hi, Linda. Appreciate you being here. And anyone else that's joining as well. Thank you. So a couple of weeks ago, we had the start, or just about a week and a half ago, we had this the start of our new mini catalogue. So lots of exciting products in there. So as demonstrators, we get to see that early. So we get to, try some things out. It's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. And then we can be ready for when the catalogue launches. So some of the things I really liked in this catalogue, there's lots of great things, but I like the Christmas trees. I like the ornaments. And the papers and things as well. So today I'm going to show you the Hang An Ornament stamp set and dies and give you some tips on using those and some different variations of how you can use them, but they're really cool. All right. And I'll also hopefully at the end just show you some of the papers. So if you're keen to take part in my paper share, you can see what some of the papers are like. And also about our exciting event in the weekend. The Christmas crafting experience is on Saturday, New Zealand time. Where, there's a team of myself and 5 other demonstrators from New Zealand and around the world bringing this to you. And we've put lots of work into it and got some exciting things happening live on the day. And then even more videos and ideas and inspiration afterwards too. So it's not too late to sign up for that, but I'll share a bit more about it later. So Linda says she loves the Santa surfing. Yes, that works out quite well for New Zealand because although I love the snowflakes and I think the stamps and dies are beautiful, our Christmas in New Zealand doesn't get snow because we're summer. So yes, surfing works well for a New Zealand Christmas. And actually, I've just done an order today and that is on my list. So I'm adding to it. So that's a great set too. All right, so let's turn to my crafting table and I'll show you what we're going to be using today and then we'll get started. All right. Okay, so this here is the Hang An Ornament Bundle. So I'll just show you it's from the mini catalogue, which is this one here. So I have sent those out to my customers. There was a few that I only sent out yesterday because I ran out, had to order some more. So if you haven't got it, be on the lookout. And if you'd like a copy and you don't have a demonstrator, then feel free to get in contact with me and request one and I'll send you a complimentary copy. So this is the Hang An Ornament Bundle. So you'll see here the stamps and then the dies. So they're a little bit different. You'll see this kind of gap in it and you'll think, what's that? But there's, a few different ways that you can use it that looks quite cool. You can see some of the variations here and then the dies as well. So they complement each other. Okay, so let me show you the set and then we can start crafting. Whoops, we're a little bit wonky here. Let's see if we can just straighten things up a bit with my camera. Glue and tape there. Okay. So this, whoops, is the stamp set. Let's move other things out the way. Got a bit of a glare. I do like to use my glass mat, but I'm finding the glare because it's shiny is a little bit hard to video with. So that's why I've got this background. So this is what the stamp sets are like. So you've got 2 different ornaments here and then some other stamps and then just for you and all is merry, which can fit in here if you wish, but you don't have to do that. And then these are the dies. Now, there are some little dies here. So what I like to do is when I get it, I photocopy it before I pull any of them off. Then I know how it all fits. This one doesn't squash up too badly, so it's fine. Sometimes they just really fit on the sheet. And then I put a magnetic sheet behind it, and that way they don't drop off, and they, will stick to it and not fall off. And I can see, what's missing if I haven't put it away. So you'll see a couple of these are quite little, so you do need to be careful with those. All right, let me show you what we're going to make today. Now, often I have made another card with this, which I'm doing as part of the Christmas crafting experience, so I won't share that today, but this is one that I've done, and I decided to do red and gold. So I've used the Seasons of Elegance paper in the background. Now, this is very beautiful paper. It's a specialty paper, and it's kind of got flecks of gold in it. So you've got this sort of beigey and gold, peacock, old olive, or mossy meadow maybe, but a combination of those. And then your reds as well. So yeah, quite elegant. So a few different sheets there. So this is just, well, no, it is two-sided, but the other side is kind of plainer without the gold in it. But love this for, well, backgrounds particularly, but you could use it for all sorts of things. So I've used this sheet here, and whoops, it's stuck to my catalogue. Let me just have a look. So the colours in it are basic beige, cherry cobbler, crumb cake, grey granite, lost lagoon, mossy meadow, old olive, pretty peacock, real red and gold. So I've used the real red with this. And on this one I used basic white. But then I thought for my next card, I'm actually going to try it, the one I make with you, I'm going to use very vanilla. But now I'm thinking, actually, I wonder if I could have used the beige, because the beige is in it. But anyway, we'll go with the very vanilla and see what it looks like. And then I've used some ribbon. So this card, I mean, I looked online to see what other people had done and things. The idea of the ribbon is inspired by Liz Shannon, I think, who's based in England. And yeah, so you can do it, have them hanging. There is the little hook too, and I'm trying to decide if I put the hook on the one I make with you guys. So if you have a look here, you can see that, might have to hold it up, you can put that little one on it as well. So we'll see what we decide as we put it together. So let me put that across here, and we will get started. Right. So hi, Joanne. Great to have you join us today. Thank you for being here. All right, so we've got our real red card base, so just half an A4, and we've got this. So each card's going to look different where the gold is. I'm not going to put it down yet because obviously we've got to put our ribbon behind. So let's do all our stamping. We'll get all our bits that we need. I'll show you some tips and things with die cutting with the set, and then we can put it together. Okay, so like I said, this was white, but I'm going to go with vanilla. So let me get out my real red. Now it is photopolymer. So usually I'd have my glass mat down, but just for the reflection, I'm just going to put this underneath. And I'm going to use this one. Do it this way and stamp. Like so. That's a nice clear image. And then I've got the All Is Merry. Might do it there. So there are dies to match these and cut out. So we've got this long one here, which just kind of fits. And then this one here. So you want to line it up. So what I tend to do is try and kind of work out where this top is, and then just sort of slide it up. And then I'm going to move that one away for now, and then try and get an even kind of space around the stamped area. You can kind of look there to see if I'm still in line. And then if you have got some, now I've got to let go of it. Whoops, I'll line it up again in a second. If you've got some sort of removable tape or something to hold it in place, that's quite useful for this. And I'll possibly just do that when it's actually on the die cutting machine. So let's line it up again. So lining up that there. We are going to cover that, so it's not too critical, but trying to get sort of an even border, top and bottom and round the sides. So we will go with that, methinks. How does that look? And then put it through the machine. I'm going to just do this off camera. I'll bring it back. Hopefully it's not moved as I think I just have to move it lower a little bit because I can't see the bottom of my ornament. So just adjusting it again. Haven't checked the top, but hopefully it's all right. So let's see how that looks. So this one I've just stamped red, real red onto the very vanilla this time, but it might look nice with beige. So I'm going to take that off. Now when you come to take it out, you'll notice that it's still attached. So there's 3 points where it doesn't cut all the way through. So if you have a look, there are a couple of joins. Now that is on purpose, because if you wanted to, you could kind of cut a square, you could put it on your card, and then the person can take off the ornament later, and then there can be like a message behind. So you can cut it, or you could just pull it out like I did and just trim it if you find it's a bit messy. But actually that's turned out pretty good. I like that. So this is going with the very vanilla. Yeah. I just dropped my microphone. Sorry. Let's put it back on again. Okay. So my All Is Merry. I've got one that I prepared earlier just to save on die cutting. And there is a shape like this, which is what I've used here. And there's some lovely glimmer paper. There's the red, real red, and a couple of greens. I think granny apple green and maybe old olive. I'll have to check. So that's what I've put there, like so. Actually, we could probably just glue that on now. And we'll put that on. So that gives it a bit of a shimmer and shine. There we are. And then there's no gap in it. Now for the other one, I've cut one of those out, but I've done it in gold. And then I've put this over the top like so. So let's stamp this. And I do have one that I've prepared, but just to show you the process and things, give you some tips with die cutting. No, not die cutting, embossing, sorry. Okay, let's see if there's any questions and things. So my recommendation would be, I'm going to close this for now because we're not going to use it again, I think. If you have an embossing buddy, go over that first because that will get rid of any static. And I'm going to use the other stamp this time, so not this one, but the other one. Got limited space around me here. Oh, it's right in front of me. And then I'm going to use some Versamark ink. So let me move some of the things away that I don't need because it's looking a bit busy. A little bit distracting for you. Okay, so Versamark ink. So I'm going to ink it up. It's quite a sticky kind of ink. And let's do it that way. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. Lovely. So you can kind of see that they work fairly quickly while it's still wet. And I'm using gold embossing powder. So you don't have to have a tray like I've got, but it keeps it nice and tidy. There you go. And then I can tip it back in. And you can use a piece of paper, or some people like to keep their embossing powder in a container with a lid, which is clever, but then, you know, a few different embossing colours. I'm not going to actually close it up because we've got another one to do in a minute. But then it takes more room, which is, you know, a little bit limiting. All right, let me grab my machine, my heating tool. Hopefully it won't be too noisy for you. Just untwisting the cable here. All right, so you can see it's very dark here, but you watch, particularly with gold, it will really shine and you'll see it melt. I might just move that away. Oops, hopefully I didn't knock any. Won't take long and it will start to melt and shine. Here we go. Can you see that changing colour? So make sure you do it all, otherwise if it's not set, it'll just brush off. So just make sure you get all the edges and things. You obviously don't want to overdo it and burn it. But that looks pretty good. So while we're here, for this one, I've done the season's greetings, and I've also done that in gold with the red because I think that's quite stunning. So let's pick that up. I'll do it closer to the bottom so my punch can fit up. And then we will, oh, now I've taken the end off, so that's a bit dangerous. Okay. Sprinkle like so. Sometimes you have to give a little flick just to remove any excess. There's a little bit down the bottom. Now I can brush it with my finger, but if it's intricate, you might want to get a little paintbrush and brush away any bits you don't need. Oops, I've got some on the mat. Went slightly, we'll put that back in and we'll go again. So if you're changing between colours, then make sure you give that a good brush out with a brush and things, because you don't want to mix a little bit of gold with a little bit of white. That wouldn't look so good. Okay, where is it? So let's heat that up too. There we are. Now, I'm sure I've said this many times before, but heat embossing was one of the first kind of techniques that I tried when I did card making, and it's still one of my favorites. And I think it was actually a card with red, and I stamped I think I spray painted a Christmas tree, or maybe, I don't know, and then used some gold embossing powder and stuff. So that was very cool. All right, so we need to cut those out as well. So I would do the same thing with this. So I'd line up that part there, line it up, just adjust it slightly, tape it down and cut it out. And just like that, I've got one I prepared earlier. And the same with my sentiment. I've got one I prepared earlier as well. So same thing with this. You could use your scissors or just pop it out with your hand carefully. And then we're going to use the labeled with love punch. And just, I wouldn't put it in straight away in case it's still a little bit sticky, I guess, but then put it in and punch it out. So I would, do a couple of things and then come back to it. All right, there we go. So now we need to finish this and then work out where our ornaments are going to go. So we're going to put on this like so, and then our all is merry. Or you could leave it, oops, hitting the camera. You could leave it just the gold if you preferred. That's quite a cool shape on it. You can leave it like that if you wanted. We'll put the all is merry on top. Now, with it being gold foil and kind of shimmery, it will take longer to dry. Okay, there we go. Right, I better check for comments and things. Linda likes embossing too. Love the colours. Thank you. Yeah, I probably would often turn to blue, but I thought I'm going to do something different. We'll do red today. Okay, so with your dies, we've got this one here and that one here. And I've got a little container to put them in because they're so small. So what I'm going to do is that, yes, I will put the little hooks on this time. We can see the difference and see what we like. Now I am going to use, I'm just going to move my things and sit in my chair because it's quite intricate and I want to get close. Where is my take your pick tool? Here it is. All right, so I like to use the putty end because it's great for picking things up. My fingers are a bit too, what's the word, in the way. So I can be a little bit more careful. So you could, let's do it two different ways. We'll do one, we'll do glue, and the other one we'll do with a glue dot, just to show you a couple of options, see what you like. So we're going to put a bit of glue there, and then we'll pick this up and put this on like so. And then we'll put a bit more glue on And then we've got to turn this over the other way. And then put that like so. All right, how does that look? Do we need to angle it slightly? Whoops. That looks pretty good. All right, so if we were to use a glue dot, that wasn't too bad, but if you want a glue dot, I'm actually going to turn this around to my pointy end. So for my white one, that's, no, cream, sorry, very vanilla. Is that the one we used? Yes. Or is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to find a glue dot. Try not to touch them too much, otherwise the oils of your hand make things less sticky. We'll go to this end and we will put that on like so. That there might be enough of the glue dot either side to just put this on. Let's turn it over, pick it up. And sorry, a bit intricate. Where's my cover? I was going to try and put my cover on. Can't find it. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'll try not to poke myself with the other end. All right, and put that on. It probably needs to be a little bit more in the center. So let's just move it over a fraction. There we go. And then put that on the top. Let's see if that's, and maybe just push it up a little bit. All right, how's that? Does that look pretty good? Now what we need to do is some ribbon. So I'm using this comes in a pack of 2 and it's gold and silver. So what I want to do is kind of figure out where I'm going to put my ornaments. And then basically I'm going to have a piece and I'm going to tape it where it will be covered up and then tape it on the other side. So I didn't do this last time, but if I can find a pencil, which should be easier said than done, and I can't, I was going to just mark where it should, here we go, mark where I want to put the tape. So about here, let's say. So I want kind of tape about there. So is that about, yep. And then, or we might need to move it over a fraction, maybe down here. So kind of about there we want some tape. How's that? Yeah, we might just need to move that one over a little bit, about there. So we want to make sure it fits on the card and they're not too close to each other. Cool. All right, so let's put a bit of tape where I've done those pencil marks. So one kind of there and one there. It's a bit too long, but that's okay. All right, and I will pull off. We'll do one at a time, actually. So let's do that, and then we'll check how that looks. I don't know what if we want to kind of hook it around. What do you reckon? How would we do it? Or just sit it over the top? Help, suggestions? Oh yes, Miriam loves the paper. I know, this paper is stunning. It's beautiful paper. Maybe we could do it like that. What do you reckon? I don't know. That one you kind of see over the top. I think once it's stuck, we can't. I think we might just do that because then you can see the whole thing. All right, so, whoops-a-daisy, like that. Then, so we need to just trim a little bit past it, so we've got enough to tuck down the back. So let's cut it off about here with my ribbon scissors, and then we'll come in with the other side. Sorry, I'm not very good at making decisions. Okay, hook it. Okay, Joanne says hook it. All right, let's hook it. We shall hook it. Then someone will say something different. Okay, so we're going to have to, we'll put this on first so we can hook it. And then we will put it down on the other side. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of both of these. Hook it we will. Thank you. Oh, everyone's saying hook it. Yes, you are. Excellent. Okay, let's hook it. Okay. So we'll take those off. 1, 2, whoops, 3. Do you ever take your pick tool? I love mine. It's very, very useful. Okay, so that's... Is that how I hooked it? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it goes through it. Is that all we mean? Can you see? Sorry, my hands are probably in the way. Okay, and let's do the other one too. hook it. Okay, so we're gonna hook it around. Whoops, like so. Hook it. Yes, there we go. And we have hooked it. Okay, then we're going to get another bit of tape, and I'm just going to tape over the top, but try and keep it straight. They're a little bit closer than I wanted, but that's okay. I'm all fingers and thumbs today. I think we need to just, I'm going to just adjust it. There we go. I think that's a bit straighter. Is that straighter? Probably the angle I'm at. I want my red. Let's have a look. Upright. Yeah, I think this is wonky. That's probably, oops, it's come off. Might need a bit more. Which was which? Which was a glue dot? Okay, it needs to go up a bit because I can see that vanilla underneath. Okay, so we're going to flip it over and tape it down. Let's see if that's straight. Just adjust it slightly. That's hooked. And we'll do the same with this one. We've hooked it. We don't want to. I think it's hooked. Put that over and tape it down. Okay, let's see how that looks on the card. What do you reckon? Yay. Okay, cool. So now we can glue it. And add our sentiment, and then we're good. So this couple more dimensionals. I don't know what I would do without my dimensionals. I don't think I knew about them before Stampin' Up, but they are wonderful. Yes, Miriam, straight is totally overrated. Yeah, we do our best, but it's, you know, it's a handmade card. There we go. How's that? So actually, I do quite like it with the hooks. I might even be able to kind of tuck it behind and add it to those ones. Maybe now I've decided the hooking it is good. Let me move all my little messy supplies out the way. Okay. Whoops. So there we are. So what I would do, so I probably prefer the vanilla to the white because it's quite stark. I don't know what you think. But it might even be worth trying the beige because this is sort of that beige color as well. And so if you look in the book, there's all sorts of different ways of doing it. So these are just stamped onto like white, and they've added some kind of embellishment, like, I don't know, some rhinestone or something here. This one here, they've put a straight bit behind, which would be cut by hand, and then they've put the words in that scallop bit over the top. So there's all sorts of different possibilities here. This one even looks like it's been raised up with dimensionals. I was nearly going to make that card, and I thought, no, let's make something different. So I haven't, but what I'll do is I'll put a piece on the inside, and then maybe I would use some of the other stamps. I mean, you could stamp one inside and then put just for you or something, would be quite nice. Or maybe just some of the holly and things as a bit of decoration on the inside as well. So this one here, there is a little stamp here that's got an arrow and pull, because I want you to pull this off and then you can see the pattern behind. So that's what happens if you leave it attached and then let the recipient take it off. So this is a cool bundle. And for the bundle for both, it's 63 New Zealand dollars plus shipping. So that's actually quite reasonable for stamps and dies. So yeah, it's a cool set. So if you like ornaments and you like, you know, you can stamping and die cut, this is what you can do with this set. So it is lots of fun. There's lots of other possibilities. I'll have, you know, another play and maybe share some other things, and it's part of the Christmas crafting experience. Yeah, I'll share something in that as well. Cool, thank you. Oh, you like the cards? Great. Yeah, any questions about that particular set? My recommendation would be definitely be careful with your dies because they're small. So make sure you've got a magnetic sheet or something to put them on, because those little ones, you know, are small. These ones here, and even like, you know, a little container to put your little die cut bits in and things so you don't lose them as you're working. So on that note, let's put that one back in. I think everything else is there. Put my lids back on my Take Your Pick tool. Who has a Take Your Pick tool? There's So many possibilities with this. I've buried my lid. Oh, here it is. Found it. You can obviously switch it over and use that. I probably need to give that a clean. It's a bit sticky. And then, of course, you can get the attachments for the die cutting machine for pushing out the things. I have two, so I don't. You can switch them over because I like my putty and I like this. And then there's even another. Sorry, I've actually got three. I confess. Another attachment where you can add like a knife and things to it as well. You probably don't need three, but I do classes and things, so I can justify mine. But yeah, obviously I like it. The challenge is don't lose these, because otherwise it's dangerous. So let's leave it that way. Okay. All right. So remember, if you, whoops, what am I dropping? Oh, my mini glue dots. If you don't have a copy of the mini catalog, reach out to me if you don't already have a demonstrator. I think the link is in the description, and I'm happy to send you one. I've got some more that arrived now, so I can send them out. I am offering a paper share. Oh, I mentioned that, didn't I? Actually, before the paper share, let me just mention this. So the Christmas crafting experience. So the Crafting Across Borders team, we've done some things in the past, but we're doing something new this Saturday, New Zealand time. It's Friday night in Canada and America, but Australia and New Zealand, it's Saturday for us. So we are hosting it on Zoom, and it'll be 3 hours with a couple of, breaks for toilet and quick breather and grab a drink and that kind of thing. But we will be doing a variety of things. We're going to do some mystery stamping together. We'll teach you how to use some sketches. We've got a Q&A time. So if you've got questions, you've got till today to submit them. And we'll show you a variety of creations that we've made with product from this particular catalogue. And then we're going to play a fun game of bingo, Stamping Up Bingo. And there's, prizes as well for that. Prizes if you enter in a question for the questions, and even in taking part in the sketches and the mystery stamping, sharing your creations. There's a chance to win prizes for that too. So it'll be a fun time, 11 till 2. If you can't join live, it is recorded, so you can watch it later. And even bingo, we've found a way that you can still participate in bingo if you can't even be live there for it. So I'm going to be sending out bingo numbers to those that have registered already shortly, and but it's still there's still time to join if you would like to. Now that's not all. As well as the 3 hours on the day, we've got more in store for you. We've done other project videos, sketch videos. There's at least 6 other videos of products to projects and things to share with you. I've done one to do with cards and 3 different cards and how you can step it up. Another team member has done a mini album, kind of scrapbooking album, 2 videos on that. And someone else has done something that you could make as a gift, which is very cool, using stamps. So yeah, lots of things. And then 3 other videos showing you how you can use a particular sketch and stuff as well. So there is lots in there for you. It's great value for $57. So the live event on Saturday, and then on Sunday you'll have access to the recording and other videos that you can watch in your leisure. All right, so if you've got any questions about that, please let me know. Otherwise, the link's in the description and you can still sign up. And the cost is $57 for that. Feel free to ask any questions. All right, paper share. Now, I've gone over my half an hour, but we will quickly go through some of them. So in the back, here you will see the papers that are included. I'm not doing the ephemera packs because, but it is including, I'll quickly skim through and see if I can find and show you. So not those, but we are including a little bit of festive, which I did show last week, which is some normals, 12 by 12s, and then some things that you kind of die cut shapes that you kind of all pre-done, and you punch those out. I'll see if I can quickly reach it and show it to you without stretching my microphone and cutting you off. 1 second, here it is. So it is like this. Now, all the bits are probably going to fall out, but so you've got squeaky chair. These 3 papers And then the other side, oops, could be Christmassy or doesn't have to be. And then you've got these which make great card fronts. And put it in a plastic. Let's just take the whole thing out. And all these die cuts and things. So as part of the paper share, you'll get half a pack. So you'll get 3 of these, half a sheet of those, and a random selection of half of those die cuts. So that's quite cool if you want some quick and easy cards. Could be fun for the kids, grandkids, to make some Christmas cards. All right, let me put that all together. What else do we have? So that's one of them. And there are memories and more that you can use in the same sort of designs. And that's one of the things that is being used as part of the Christmas crafting experience with one of our videos. Now, Season of Elegance, that's what I used today. I showed that to you earlier. It's a beautiful paper with the gold. So here it is here. That is part of the paper share. This one here is the reindeer. So I may not be able to show it all to you, but we'll see. Here we go. So the people that have first signed up, that signed up a couple of weeks ago with my paper share, I will be going through this and sending it out. And for other people that have joined more recently, I've ordered yours and it's still coming, and then I'll send those out. All right, so isn't this cute? Our reindeers, love the greens, that kind of thing. And then if we flip it over, the other side, we've got these, can you see them? These patterns. So holly and lights and trees and baubles and things like that. Okay, so that's the reindeer set. I love those colours. Put that one down. Then this share includes the Sentimental Christmas, which again I showed last week, and I have to grab that one. That is here. Let me see. Sorry, should have been slightly more prepared. So slightly more old-fashioned but traditional colours. So more reindeer, but sort of softer colours. And holly and trees and what else? I know you can't quite see. And candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6? Oh, hiding here. And what do you call them? Stockings. Flip them over. And here's some beautiful whole pages. There's another one that would be great for scrapbooking and things. And stripes and diagonals and snowflakes. So that's the Sentimental Christmas. So lovely. Then this one here, which is what I used last week with the birds. Can you see that? More this way. Yeah, I won't show you that now, but check out last week's video with the birds and stuff. And some of the sets die cut those too. All right, some beautiful dark colours here with flowers. So not Christmas at all, because this catalogue is not just Christmas. It's a little bit seasonal as well. Now, obviously, it's autumn, going into autumn in America, and spring for us, but still some lovely papers. So let me show you these. So you've got flowers. So colours like Night of Navy, Blackberry Bliss, Berry Burst, Cherry Cobbler, Wild Wheat, Pretty Peacock. Can you see all those? So if you like flowers and dark colours and things, these are beautiful. And on the back, it's more like one colour. Oh, I love that. So, yeah, there we go. So that's the Regal Winter. And I don't even know if you noticed this one here. This is like it's a specialty. It's a Regal distressed paper. So there's just 6 sheets in this. And it's got gold foil. So you just get 3 patterns out of that one. It's just one-sided. There's nothing on the back, okay? All right, but nice bit of gold in there. All right, carrying on. This one here is a 6x6, and I've left it in the other room, so I can't show you. Sorry, I forgot about the little ones. But lots of images and scenes, great for making cards. And this is also a 6x6. And again, I left that in the other room. So it's designed to make bows, but great background. And the colours are... It doesn't tell me. I'm guessing real red, Granny apple green? I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up, but it didn't bring it out here. Sorry. Okay, that was the paper from the Sentimental Christmas. And we've got more papers. Where's my snowflakes and things? Oh, the sheer includes this lovely sparkly paper. I nearly missed this at first. We've got the red and Granny apple green. The red's cherry cobbler, Granny apple green, and then garden green, sorry. Isn't that stunning? Very beautiful. So that's what I use, die cutting for the ornaments. All right, where are my... Did I miss my snowflakes? My snowmen, how did I miss those? Let's see where they are. Okay, I've got a couple left that I missed. Oh, I found the bird one. Snowy Scenes is on 33, so maybe I flicked 2 pages at once. Oh, it was before this. Here it is. So, let me show you. Again, it's not our winter, obviously, but I can show you the birds after as well because I found it. But it's quite cool. Penguins, and this is a fun stamp for making different things. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've got the snow globe, which is cool. You can even fussy cut them out and put them on a card. Oh, bigger ones. Now, do they... Oh, you can die cut them too for probably the bigger ones, I think. And snowmen and trees and penguins. Aren't they so cute? Holly. That could be used anywhere. And then a scene with houses and stuff. Flip it over and you get candy canes and stripes and... I mean, this could be anything. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Snowflakes. So that's lovely paper. Now, I noticed last week I said cool so many times. I've just reminded myself now. So hopefully I haven't said that's cool too many times today. All right. Thank you for bearing with me. Some of you are still here. Oh, Joanne said that's my favorite DSP, but I didn't see what it was at the time. Sorry. You'll have to tell me which one's your favorite. Okay. So this is the bird one that I shared last week. Beautiful. And this paper here you can cut out with the dies. Check out last week's video. That's quite good for creating a background. This one too I love because just cut it in half and then cut them into, or 6 in total, and you've got your cards and you can just add a bit more to it. This, flip it over and you've got some cool backgrounds. So the paper share is $80 basically for a quarter share of each pack, except for the one with the die cuts. You actually get a half pack for that. I'm also doing a ribbon share, so some of them have ribbons. There's a cherry cobbler, there's a blackberry bliss, I believe. I think there's 5 or 6 ribbons, and the ribbon share is $26, so you get that one. You get like a quarter share, I think it is. I can't remember, I have to check that one. Gold, or maybe it's more wheat. And so $80 and $26, but if you do the double share and get the ribbon and the paper, you get it for $100. So there you go. So I've got a couple of groups that are full. Starting another group, I've got some spaces left if you're interested in the paper share. Oh, so Joanne likes the regal one. Yes, the one with the flowers. The colours are stunning. All right, sorry I've talked lots today, nearly 45 minutes, but it's been fun sharing with you. I hope you like today's card, this one here, where we've used the Hang An Ornament Bundle and this lovely Season of Elegance paper. And also looked at the paper from the paper share, so do let me know if you would like to join up for that. There's a link in the description. Remember, it's not too late to sign up for our event on Saturday, 11 till 2. You can be there live, which would ideally be best. But if you can't, you can still take part and you can watch at your own leisure. Obviously the recording won't be ready straight away because we have to download it and get it ready, available to you. You'll get access to a site, and on the site we'll have like a class login page, and then that's where the videos and information and then other tutorials and videos will be. So with our other 6 projects, there'll be a PDF for the sketches, the sketch measurements and layout and supplies, and then with our cards, album and gift, a full tutorial with that. So it's great value for $57. So we'd love you to join. All right. I suppose I better come back to me so you can see me. I better not stand on my paper. Let's see if I can switch cameras so you know that I'm still here. Here I am. Great. So thank you for joining with me today. Thank you for your patience. It was a longer live, but lots to share with you. I'm really excited about this mini catalogue. So if you would like to order from me, please reach out to me. If you are a newsletter subscriber, there was a special offer this week as part of my birthday week. So last weekend on September the 7th was my birthday, and I turned 50. So that was, So during the day, I spent the day sort of running around after my girls because they've got dance exams coming up and they had their mock practice exams. So I was busy doing that. And then in the evening, I thought my husband and I were going out for dinner, and then he surprised me with dinner with some of my close friends. And that was wonderful. And I had no idea. And a couple of the friends came from out of Auckland. 2 friends I've known for a good 30 odd years, one from New Plymouth, one from Rotorua near Rotorua. Made the special trip to be there, which was amazing, and I caught up with them on Sunday too. So as part of my birthday week, I do have a special offer for ordering for my newsletter subscribers. So check out the email that I sent on Saturday, and it was in yesterday's email as well. If you're not on my mailing list, then please feel free to sign up. I'd love you to join my mailing list. You can benefit from that ordering offer as well, or and of course anyone who wants to order, feel free to contact me. You can order online or directly through me. Awesome. Thank you again for being here. I look forward to speaking with you each Thursday, 1:30 p.m. New Zealand time, whether you're watching live or the recording. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you again soon. If you got any questions and